Good morning. Thank you for being with us this morning. We are here for two reasons. First, to announce the arrest of Timothy Scalisi in connection with a fatal physical altercation that happened here in Waltham last week on May the 27th. And secondly, to ask for the public's help in coming forward with any additional information they may have relative to that incident. Last Wednesday morning, just before about 10 minutes of 9, Waltham Police responded to 305 Weston Street, which is Woodside's service. It's a Citgo gas station and automobile service station. Upon their arrival, they located the victim in this incident, Nick Dagostino, who was 23 years old, from Waltham. Mr. Dagostino was sitting on the steps of that shop and rubbing his head. He told police that he had been driving on Tavern Road. He was in the left lane of Tavern Road, trying to make his way into the Woodside parking lot, the gas station. As he tried to enter that lot, he was partially being blocked by the vehicle in front of him. That vehicle was later identified as being driven by the defendant, Mr. Scalisi. Both the defendant and the victim were exchanging words as they approached that driveway, and both got out of their vehicles. There was a physical struggle between the two men, and it is alleged that the defendant picked up the victim and violently brought him to the ground. As a result, while the police were with Mr. Dagostino at the gas station, he was nauseous and vomiting, very confused before he was transported to the hospital. The EMTs also noticed that he was experiencing a headache and had blurred vision. Investigators later learned that Mr. Dagostino had suffered a brain bleed, had a small fracture to the right side of the lower rear portion of his skull as a result of that assault. Despite medical intervention, Nicholas Dagostino later died from his injuries at Leahy Burlington Medical Center on May 29th. Investigators were subsequently able to identify the defendant using surveillance camera footage that was obtained both from the gas station and from other area business. We are asking the public to look at the images that we're going to show on the screen. This is the area where the incident took place. This is the gas station on the far right there. And also to look at the two vehicles. This is, again, another picture of the intersection. This is the vehicle alleged to be driven by the defendant, Mr. Scalisi, and this is the white box truck being driven by Mr. Dagostino. It bears the sign, quote, "Clean out your house." We know that this incident happened during a very busy traffic time. We know from looking at video footage there were a number of people in that area just shortly before 9 o'clock last Wednesday. What might have been dismissed by drivers or passengers in that area is simply a physical fight that was taking place, we now know was actually a deadly beating. We are asking for information that they may have had. Mr. Dagostino was wearing a dark shirt, and it is alleged that Mr. Scalisi at the time was wearing a light colored shirt. I want to point out that this incident is a very real reminder of the consequence of these kinds of acts of violence on the roadway. Driving can be very stressful, as we all know, especially during traffic, especially with lots of road construction, especially in places where there's congestion. But what we want people to remember is engaging in anger or, as is alleged here, physical force can lead to very deadly, tragic results. At this point, the family of Mr. Dagostino is asking that their privacy be respected as they grieve his loss. And Mr. Scalisi will be arraigned shortly over at the Waltham District Court on charges of manslaughter and assault and battery causing serious bodily injury. I'm going to turn it over now to Deputy Chief Champion, who has joined me, as well as Detective Lieutenant Dennis Devaney, who's here, and Assistant District Attorney Mary O'Neill.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Waltham and State Police detectives have been collecting a variety of evidence related to this case, and it should be noted that our flock safety cameras provided a key piece of evidence that has assisted investigators. As District Attorney Ryan stated, we are asking for the public's assistance as we continue to investigate this matter. We know this is a busy area, and we are hopeful that someone may have seen something that could help. Even information that may not seem significant at first could prove extremely helpful to investigators. If you are around Tavern Road and Weston Street, Route 20, on Wednesday, May 27, between 8:40 a.m. and 8:50 a.m., and believe you witnessed an altercation, please contact us. If you are in that area and have a dash camera, onboard vehicle camera, or other recording device, we ask that you review any footage from that time frame. Any witnesses or individuals with information can contact us in the following ways. You can contact the Waltham PD Detective Bureau at 781-314-3550, Waltham PD tip phone line at 781-314-3636, or the Waltham PD tip email, that's tips, TIPS, at police.waltham.ma.us. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy. We'll take a couple of questions.
So is this road rage?
Well, it's an incident that occurred while people were driving. Obviously, it's alleged that words were exchanged and then it turned into a physical incident, yes.
To be clear, the actual altercation is not on video. We do have video of the vehicles probably before or after.
We do have additional video that we will be using in the course of the investigation and then at trial.
And any idea if the two had any relationship?
We have no information that suggests that they knew each other or had ever been involved before.
So you're looking for witnesses? Because obviously you have enough to have made an
Right,
arrest.
yes, we have. We are always looking for additional information, either people who may have seen or heard something. It is our belief that there may have been some exchange of words that took place before the physical altercation. And obviously, as the deputy mentioned, if people have onboard video, if perhaps they took something on their phone, people may, as I said earlier, have just believed they were seeing a physical fight with no idea of what the consequences would turn out to be.
Was the victim able to tell you anything?
He was able to tell us just essentially what I reported, that he was there, he was trying to make a turn into the gas station, that there'd been some jockeying in traffic with the vehicle alleged to be driven by the defendant.
Sorry, when did he die?
On the 29th. Yes?
Is there a belief that there's anyone else involved besides these?
No. Thank you. Thank you all.